All right, so once again, we're in a Burbank parking lot because that's the high tech we bring to this. We just did an open mic. Well, Richard went up and I didn't get called. But we're in Burbank and we're doing another podcast of Theater School Rejects.
Yeah, I did get to go up, and although we were just we were just discussing how rough that is, so maybe the fact that you got to avoid the abuse isn't necessarily a bad thing. I haven't done an open mic in a while. I just been doing shows, and I write the stuff at home and I practice at home. And so you're like, hey, you want to do this? I was like, yeah. And so I came out. I just totally forgot how brutal that shit is, because it is hard. It is hard to make other comics laugh. I mean, they'll sit there and go, oh, that was funny, but they won't laugh.
And I'm just as bad. I see someone open mic, I want them to fail. I'm like, you're gonna make me laugh?
Right.
You better be really fucking funny to get me a smile. I'm just gonna fucking glare at you.
Yeah, there's really only a couple of people where I just couldn't resist it. Like that one dude with the dreadlocks.
Danny Williams.
I couldn't help it.
He has so much stage presence. He broke up a really cold open mic just by eating fucking pizza on stage. Just sitting there, fuck y'all, you guys are cold, I'm not gonna give you my jokes, but eat pizza on stage.
That's cool. Yeah, I dug that guy, and it's hard. So people who listen to this,
it's like I said before, it's like running with weights on your legs.
Yes.
And then when you go to a show, you take off the weights and you're like, wow, this is great.
Right. People are laughing and enjoying themselves, right?
They want to have fun.
Like an open mic is full of a bunch of just miserable assholes going, well, I'll go make everybody laugh. But everyone's miserable and everyone's trying to make other people laugh, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's the worst. The only reason I come out here is just as bad as it is, it's better than being home alone.
Yeah.
Which is my other alternative, or going to the gym at 2 a.m. So I weigh, solitude or open mic. And it's close sometimes. It is damn close.
It's also, so anyone who's listening to this who's thinking about getting into comedy, open, as brutal as the open mics are, if you can go in and make a comic laugh, then you've got something.
It's solid, yeah.
Right, it's solid, it laughs. And also, it's also a networking opportunity because there's nothing but comics there. So, if you like someone, you can chat them up. I connected with 2 people here on Facebook just so I can, see their stuff in the future or talk to them, because as you've, kind of got me inspired to start doing shows, I need to start talking to comics, start finding people, and so it's also it's a good resource. And frankly, comics need to get beat up. Comedy is hard, it's tough, and you gotta get into the trenches and get beat up a little bit. And that was definitely the case tonight.
Richard went up and he did 3 minutes and he got a couple of laughs, and then, I didn't get to go up, which means I can, in my head, I'm like, I would have just killed it.
Right, I would have killed it. Right, because you're still a legend in your own mind.
There's no evidence to the contrary.
Right, there's no evidence saying that I didn't kill.
I just didn't get called, man.
Yeah. I was hoping you were going to, because I like watching your sets, so I was curious to see how your material would work on that really harsh crowd.
Really intermittent. I fucking just, on Wednesday, I felt super confident. I just killed for 22 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
And fucking without a mic, in a fucking theater that shouldn't be shut down. And then I have no confidence that I could have gotten more than 2 or 3 laughs at that fucking open mic.
Yeah, it was...
if that much.
It was brutal.
I could just be staring into silence. I've had that happen there. I've rocked that. I've done it really well there too. But I've had it just wanting to be over.
Yeah,
3 minutes,
absolutely.
Feeling like an eternity.
Right. When they gave me the light at 2 minutes, I was like, hot damn, this is about over.
I'm so glad.
And I know it doesn't matter, but I'm not gonna say anyone's name, but somebody went after me, and frankly, I dig that person. I'm just kind of into them, and I'm like, oh, I just shit myself a little bit on stage in front of that person. But to be fair, they kind of did too. So it was all right. Like, right, it was brutal. Even the people that generally make me laugh on a regular basis, like Josh Snyder, we were talking about him on the way, over here. He normally just makes me laugh a lot, and then like today, I mean, he went dark.
Yeah. So I related to the idea about going to Hawaii and not wanting to go in the ocean and stay in the pool.
Oh yeah. Like, why would I? Right, because like sand sucks, and we're all like, oh yeah, sand's awful. It's much easier by the pool where they bring you drinks.
Oh man, Star Wars flashback. I hate sand.
That's right.
Oh man, so Richard was saying that he has 3 lightsabers.
I do.
Which cost him about half his current rent.
Yeah, I've got $450 worth of lightsabers in my bedroom, and I just love them. Like, it feels like a part of my soul, and I
got one in my trunk right now, and I used it for a prop in the Spear Carriers play.
Oh yeah, that was yours?
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that was your. I didn't know it was your lightsaber.
I wanted to have a full-on lightsaber fight, but I only had one.
Yeah. See, if we knew each other as well now as we did, like if we knew each other like that, like this now back then, I would have said, "Hey man, take one of mine."
Yeah, just for the 5 minutes on stage. But
yeah, absolutely.
It'd be cool anyway, because like that was escalation. I had a sword and he had a lightsaber.
That's true. The comedy worked for it. The contrast of the 2 weapons worked.
Yeah. So, but like I bought it from ThinkGeek.com when they used to sell it for like $150. I had a Darth Maul lightsaber and a Darth Vader lightsaber.
Yeah, didn't you see you lost your...
I can't find one now, yeah. So now I have one. You can't have a lightsaber battle with one lightsaber.
Yeah. Yeah, I got all mine, so back, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago, I worked for a now defunct DVD company called Suncoast.
Okay.
And Suncoast just specialized in DVD and like geeky merch, like merchandise.
Yeah, I remember them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go. Yeah, I remember Suncoast. Yeah, I used to go in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I bought them all. Well, the first lightsaber I got from a chick. Like, I was super in love with her.
And like, she's like, I don't love you back. She was a lightsaber, so I don't feel.
She was awesome, and she bought for Christmas, our first Christmas together. She bought me the Darth Vader lightsaber.
Oh, nice.
And after that, I picked up my Mace Windu and my Yoda while working at Suncoast.
Oh, you had the purple one. Oh,
yeah, I had the purple one, and then the Yoda one, which is only about like that.
Yeah, it's a small one.
Yeah, it's a small one. That purple blade, those badass. I really, and the handles is gold, so like the metal pieces on it are gold. So it's a bitchin' lightsaber, which it should be. Like Samuel L. Jackson said that when George Lucas talked to him of being a Jedi, he was like, "Well, I want to be different. He was like, I'm the only black Jedi. I want to be different." And they gave him that purple blade.
Yeah,
which is really cool. And the backstory they gave to like why the blade is purple and the different Jedi that he was a very aggressive Jedi. Like he was very aggressive in his fighting style and stuff, which I like. Those folks put in a lot of work, and I appreciate it because I just geek out on it.
You mean the authors who try and clean up and make sense of the fucking tangled ass script? Like Alan Dean Foster in the first one, trying to like write a novel based on like the 15 minutes of dialogue interspersed with special effects that is Star Wars.
Yeah, man, it's 50 little Lego pieces, and you're trying to match with which ones go to which. Absolutely, those folks put in so much awesome work just behind the scenes, explaining like why these things are as they are. Like, I'm sure the filmer's like, let's make it purple, it'll be badass. And someone's like, oh shit, we got to figure out how to.
Yeah, but no one on set. The movie is made.
Yeah, it's afterwards.
And then after the movie, someone's like, here, Mr. Writer, write a novelization.
Yeah, StarWars.com's like, we need to write how this works. Oh, figure it out.
Okay. like what was it? I was with Nolan and on Facebook, and he's like, "Oh, it's plasma, stuck in a magnetic field."
Yeah.
Fucking George Lucas wanted to call them laser swords.
I know.
Right? You think he fucking thought about how do they work? He's like, it glows. It's a laser on a stick.
Right.
It's
afterwards, people are like, this is why it works this way. You're like, yeah, I don't know that George Lucas put that much.
He wanted to call it a laser sword, and he was explaining, no, we better a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Because it's made of light, but also heat. and for some reason stops when it comes in contact with another thing made of light, because light repulses each other.
Yeah, I dig the fact that like we all take the shit so serious.
Well, I'm not. It's just it's a magic glowy sword in space.
I know,
That's
man.
all
It broke
is.
my heart.
Why? It's cool.
Because it's reality. I don't need reality coming in to my universe.
There's nothing reality about magic glowy sword.
I know. That's why I'm in ignorance.
But it's not science fiction. The Force isn't science fiction. The idea of science fiction is, what would life be like? It's same as now, but with 100 more years of technology. That's science fiction. Not like, hey, what if there was this ancient religion where you could choke people unconscious from a distance?
Yeah, but it's fantasy.
That's what I'm saying. It's science. It's space opera. It's fantasy. It's epic fantasy in space.
Opera.
It is not science fiction. There's no scientific ideas in Star Wars.
I have got to be able to think of one.
Okay.
I can't.
I mean, like, okay, because just like George Lucas, right? I'm not like screaming around at the pitch meeting. I'm just like the ideas bumping around in George Lucas. Okay, there's a galactic senate. Okay, so they have democracy. Well, they did have democracy, but now it's an empire.
Yeah.
But there's still a senate. But there's also princesses.
Yeah.
Why? Because she's got to be a princess.
Well, that's easily explained because different worlds, just like here, like in on Earth, different countries have different rules. Some countries have kings and queens. Some have crazy Asian rulers who, jump 10 feet in the air and, shoot a gun and like all 10 bullets are bullseyes.
Where does that happen?
North Korea.
You think Kim Jong-un can jump in the air and shoot 10 bullets and have all your bullseyes?
Yeah, I watched I think it was 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes did a whole piece on North Korea, and the people there are fed just these crazy ideas that Kim Jong-un never misses a shot. Kim Jong-un, whatever they were,
of course,
dunks.
Yes,
every ball.
That's because it's a propaganda state, just like Fox News. I mean, that's why Trump supporters think Donald Trump can't do anything wrong because of Fox News. But I'm saying you don't think he can do that.
No, but like my point was that like in different countries they have different rules. Like in that one, their ruler is,
a dictator.
He's a dictator and he does no wrong. Where in in England they have kings and queens. So I'm saying like Princess Leia was from a different world, so that they have different.
But do you
rules.
think George Lucas put that thought into it, or he just said, "Well, the heroine should be a princess"? That's what I'm saying.
Dude, that he thought that much of it out? I don't know. I don't know if we filled in.
The hero is going to be this like farm boy, and there's a scoundrel, and then there's going to be a princess. Why?
And an old wise man.
Just because.
Just because. And a walking
What else is she
carpet.
going to be?
Yeah, it's true. She can't just be some regular
Could want to go see that.
girl. Well, that's what Rogue One was. Rogue One was just some chick. She was the daughter of a scientist.
I'm saying I'd go see it, but I'm saying how George Lucas.
But
Rogue One wasn't made by George Lucas.
No, absolutely. I would agree that. You know what? He probably didn't put that much thought into that. But you're right. Because it's a space opera, they had to have standard characters like a princess that needs to be saved. And then I like the fact that in that movie they go to save her and. She doesn't. She needs saving, but she doesn't really need a lot of saving.
No, she's tough and she reads the resistance because. But would the story be any different? Would anything change if she wasn't a princess?
No.
Did they ever mention what she's a princess of?
Yeah.
What?
Alderaan.
The whole planet has a princess.
Yeah. Well, like Naboo,
That's later. I'm talking about when he made Star Wars. Just like when he made that, is there any reference to like her mom being queen, her dad being king?
They don't. I don't think they ever mention her parents. She's just a princess of Alderaan.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's not a plot point.
No. Yeah. They filled that in later.
And she leads the resistance. That's her. She's not like a royal army or royal guards. There's no reason for her to be a princess except they thought, no, it'd be cool if she's a princess. Right. It's not a plot point.
Because the
has
hero
no backstory.
Needs to save the princess.
It has nothing to do with anything except like, dude, she's gonna be hot. She's gonna be a princess, but she can also fire a gun.
Right. She's badass. She's a badass chick. But we need to make her a princess.
Well, who's gonna say like let's go save the rebel leader, let's go save the guerrilla, let's go save the terrorist, the intergalactic terrorist, because that's what the rebellion is.
That's what the rebellion is.
Yeah,
absolutely. And you know what? And I hate admitting it, but you're right. And it is in. I think it gets a sci-fi pass because there's ships and stuff like that. But I mean, it is.
They use the words hyperspace and light speed interchangeably in Star Wars. Let's make the jump to hyperspace.
And if there's no space battles and none of that shit happens in space and it's all on a planet, it's a fantasy movie.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, like the only reason why people consider it sci-fi,
it's got the trappings.
Space shit.
Yeah, well, it's got the props. But like, do they ever discuss how the ships work? One line of dialogue. Is there one line of dialogue about why this works? No. I don't know if you're going to have faster than light technology that makes the galaxy work. Maybe that's interesting. Not the George Lucas.
That's
not his concern.
No.
I'm a filmmaker, not an engineer.
It's not my job to figure out how that shit works. It just is.
Are some ships faster than others when they go to hyperspace, or is it all the same? Fucking no.
You know what also gets me is that some folks know how to interpret Chewbacca and others don't.
Yeah.
Like, is that... I mean, like, does there training? Do they go to school? Is there a class? I mean, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand how some characters understand him and other characters don't.
Yeah, that's called world building. That has nothing to do with anything. He's going to growl, and, like, this guy understands him because he's his buddy.
Right, because they've been together for so long.
Yeah, there's a growl to English dictionary.
That's true, and Farm Boy Luke, I guess, just didn't get that education.
He was busy, man, getting the power conversions Toshis.
Right. Too busy on the farm. Can't learn about walking carpets. It's beyond his scope.
There was no Wookiee culture in because Wookiees only going through a desert world. Can you imagine living in a fucking desert world with all that hair?
Right, there'd be fucking sand everywhere. Back to the sand. Right.
I hate sand. Fucking Hayden Christensen hates sand. How do you think Chewbacca feels about it?
Right.
How do you think you can get that in the fur?
Right, that sand gets fucking everywhere.
And that's been Theater School Rejects podcast number 12. We're digging new ground, talking about open mics and Star Wars. But Richard Holder is once again guest hosted because Robert's still hiding from life. And they can find Richard at...
Thanks, Robert. I appreciate you hiding from life because I enjoy bullshitting about comedy and geeky stuff.
And where can people find you?
People can find me at Instagram and Twitter at RK Older. It's RK for Rick Older. You can find me there.
And you can find me, DougXComedy.com, just the letter X. All right. Thanks.